Good morning students. Hope all of you are doing well. Today we will recapitulate of chapter 8 measurement. On that chapter I have discussed how to find out the perimeter of a rectangle and square, and how to find out the area of a rectangle and square, and also how to find out the perimeter of a triangle. So those things I have discussed in my previous videos. Okay, so today we will recapitulate at the what is the importance of this chapter. So those things we will recall. So as I told you student that in what is the perimeter. So perimeter as actually it is the length of the boundary of any closed figure. Okay, that is called the perimeter of the plane figure. Okay, so the units of perimeter are same as that of length. That is means either if the length is given in meter, so then whatever perimeter we will find out, that unit will come in meter. If the length is in centimeter, then perimeter will be centimeter, and if that length is in millimeter, then the perimeter will in millimeter. Okay, so like this way we have to do. So there are many so previously you know that how can you find out the perimeter, but here actually in this chapter actually we are using the formula and find out the perimeter as well as area. So what is the formula of a rectangle? What is the formula of a perimeter of a rectangle? So the perimeter of a rectangle equals to 2 into length plus breadth. So if you know this formula, so we can find out the perimeter of a rectangle. And in this here actually you see the linear units, because we don't know what is the unit is in length and breadth. So whatever unit is that, the same unit, that perimeter will come in the same unit. So the units of perimeter are same as that of length and breadth. So the next formula is the perimeter of a square. So as we know that in rectangle is opposite sides are equal, so that's why it's 2 into length plus breadth. But in square actually the all sides are equal, so that's why the perimeter of a square or side A. So we consider side one side of a square is A, because that all sides are equal, so that's why the perimeter of a square of side A units equals to 4 into A linear units, where A is the side of the square. Now number 3, the perimeter of a triangle. So how can you find out the perimeter of a triangle? So as we know, the triangle have 3 sides. So the perimeter of a triangle equals to sum of the 3 sides of the triangle. So each of the sides we will add, and then we will get the perimeter of a triangle. Next, number 4, that area of a rectangle. So how can you find out the area of a rectangle? The formula is the length into breadth square units. So you see one thing, when we will find out perimeter, that time the unit will be the linear units or units, but when we are find out the area, that time you see the square unit, because you suppose the length is in centimeter and the breadth is in centimeter. So centimeter into centimeter, then we will get the result of area. The unit of the area will come in square centimeter. Next, number 5, area of a square is A into A, because we know that in square actually all sides are equal. So here we will use the formula of the area of a square equals to A into A square units, where A is the side of the square. So side of the square is A. We are considering that A is the side of the square. So 4 sides are equal, so the area of a square equals to A into A. So these are the formulas are very important to find out the perimeter and area. So the one of the this part is a very important of in this chapter. And one of the most important things in this chapter is that, so by using a geoboard, how can you find out that any geometrical shape the area? So in this case also you always keep in your mind one thing, you have to find out how many complete square, that shape covered. So the shape cover how many complete square, that you at first you count, and then you count how many incomplete square are there that geometrical shape cover. Okay, so when you will get it, that simply you know that in one square grid area is given in your question, so then you can find out that the area of that geometrical shape, of that geometrical shape. Okay, so this, for this kind of question is very much easy. You just find out how many complete square are there, whatever is that geometrical shape covered and or occupied, and how many incomplete square are there that geometrical shape occupied. Okay, so simply you count it and then you will get the result. Okay, so this is the important parts of this chapter. So, and all exercise question answer I have discussed in my videos. So hope student you understood, and you one thing you always like this way, you place all those formula in one page, and you recall all those things. You please remember, because with that will formula actually help you to find out the perimeter as well as area. So these things you please keep in your mind. Okay, so next to student, that now I am discussing the response set 9 question answer. Okay, so that first question is our, if each side of a square measures 8 centimeter, find its area. So you see here, this is a square. So as we know that in square 4 sides are equal, so how can you find out the area of a square? So the side you write down like this way, side of the square equals to 8 centimeter. Okay, so now you just find out the area of the square. So as we know that in square actually 4 sides are equal, and what is the formula of area of the square? Side into side. So it will be 8 into 8. What do you need? We will write square centimeter. Square centimeter. Okay. Or in short you can write down SQ dot centimeter. So it will be 8 into 8. So it will be 64 square centimeter. Okay. So this is our answer. Okay. Okay, let's see the question number 2. The length of a rectangle is 2 meter and its breadth is 50 centimeter. Find its area in square meter. So you see here that this dimension means the length of the rectangle is given in 2 meters. So its unit is in meter, but breadth, the given breadth is in centimeter. So but your answer is asking about, you have to write the down that or find out the area in square meter. So for this actually this is already is meter, so no need to change anything, but your breadth is given in centimeter. So for this actually you have to convert this centimeter to meter. So at first you write down length of the rectangle equals to 2 meter. Now you write down breadth. Breadth of the rectangle equals to 50 centimeter. So it will be 50 divided by 100 meter. So after calculation we will get 0.5 meter. Okay. So now this is a rectangle. So what formula we will use to find out the area? So area of a rectangle, the formula is length into breadth. So simply you write down the area of the rectangle equals to length into breadth. So instead of length you write down 2 meter into, instead of breadth you write down 0.5 meter. Okay, So then it will be 1 square meter. So 1 square meter is the answer. Okay, question number 3. Vijay takes 2 circuits along the boundary. So you see here 2 circuit, okay, of a square field with each side equal to 100 meter. So you see the boundary of a square field. So what is the shape of the field? It is a square. So we know that square all sides are equal. That's why sides equal to 100 meters. So that side, you write down at first the side. Whatever given information is given in your question, you just write at first, and then you think about how to find out that that asking question. Side of the square field equals to 100 meter. Okay, so now how can you find out that? We will see that what distance does he cover. So is along the boundary. So he's asking about actually the perimeter, because you know that length of the boundary of any plane figure is called its perimeter of the plane figure. Okay, so we are finding out the perimeter. So perimeter of that square field equals to 4 into side 100. So side equals to, you know, side equal to 100. So that's this much meter. Okay, because this is the perimeter, so the unit will become in meter, because that because the side is also given in meter. So that's why the perimeter of the square field, the unit will come in meter. So 400 meter. Okay, but you see one thing, Vijay takes not only one circuit, it takes actually 2 circuit. So all around that square field he takes two around. Okay, means 2 times he takes 2 times the boundary of the square field. So it will be the total distance, the total distance equals to 2 into 400 meters. So it will be 800 meter. So your answer will be therefore he covers 800 meter. Okay. So hope student you understood how to solve this question. Next, question number 4. What is the question? Is question number 4. Question number 4. Raju run along the boundary of a rectangular park. So you see this, the shape of the park is rectangle. If the park was 300 meter long and 150 meter wide, how much distance did Raju cover in completing one circuit around the park? So see, that's the same type like that question number 3, but they are actually in question number 3. The park is shape of the park is square, but only the difference in between the here is the rectangle. Okay, so that see, this park was 300 meter long and 150 meter wide. So length and breadth both are given, the dimension are given. So only you have to find out the distance, means that you have to find out the perimeter. Okay, and here you see completing one circuit. So here actually is already mentioned is one circuit. So whatever perimeter is that, so that much distance Raju covers. Okay, so you simply write down the length of the park equals to 300 meter, and wide means it is breadth of the park is equal to 150 meter. Okay, so the perimeter of the rectangular park equals to 2 into length plus breadth. So it will be 2 into 300 plus 150 meter. So it will be 2 into 450 meter. So it will be 900 meter. So because that how much distance did Raju covers in all in completing one circuit around the park? So your answer will be, so therefore Raju covers 900 meter in all in completing one circuit around the park. Okay, so this is the answer. So like this way you have to solve. So please student, you check your answer is right or wrong, you place, because in response 9 is all question answer I have discussed on how to solve it. So hope students you understood. So do you remember one thing, that today I also provide a one question paper on chapter 8 measurement. All students please you do and submit within the time, with the in time, proper time. So and I will check that how many students you are submitting or not, because I am keeping the record, and please you do. Okay, and next class I will start the new chapter, that chapter 2, the number operation. Okay, so I will start next week, next day I will start chapter 2, number operation. Okay, so thank you students, hope you understand. Bye, take care, have a good day.